How you doing? I'm blogging from outside on the deck today because it's really nice out and the sunset is really pretty, and I kind of wanted to just sit and watch it for a little bit. Uh, so I kind of failed today. I had this really great idea earlier. Me and Alexa went for a walk, and I brought the flip with me, and I was going to record our walk and kind of do like a walking blog, and I thought that would be a good idea. It turned out that the flip hadn't been deleted. Well, the files on the flip hadn't been deleted. What I did was I connected the flip to my computer and just pulled the files off of the flip. So the flip thought it was still full, but none of the files were on the flip. So I only had like 5 minutes of record time, which wasn't enough to record anything because we walked for an hour. So yeah, I kind of failed, and I won't show any of that footage because I promised I wouldn't, because we can do better than that. And so we'll have to do that another day, and hopefully we will, because it would be fun. So what I wanted to talk to you guys today about is perseverance. We watched this news story yesterday about this girl named Jennifer Schuett. This was an absolutely horrifying story, and if you don't know about the story, the quick little summary of the story is what happened. When she was 8 years old, she was abducted from her room in Galveston, Texas, and she was raped and left for dead in a field. Her rapist slit her throat, and the doctors... Well, she was found, but then the doctor said that she would never be able to speak again, and luckily she recovered. And all these years later, it was 20 years later, and her killer was identified and found, and while awaiting trial, he committed suicide. So justice wasn't actually served, but unfortunately, she lived, and I think part of the guilt of him finding out that she was still alive and not dead made him decide to kill himself, because I think he couldn't take the fact that she was still alive. So it was definitely an interesting story on perseverance, and just, you know, she said when she was 8 years old in the field, after she was raped and beaten, that she kind of came to terms with the fact that she was going to die, and that she was okay with it. And when she was found the next day or later on in that day, and she lived, she spent her entire life working with the police and working with the FBI to find the person and to like kind of carry on the case. It's an interesting story, and it just kind of, it's one of those things where, you know, a lot of us complain about what we have going on in our lives, and there are some amazing people out there, and stuff that they've gone through is far worse than anything that we've gone through. I kind of wanted to talk about this, and I wanted to share the story, which I'll put it in the in the description downstairs, so you guys can take a look at the story and see a little bit of it. There's a video on the page too of her talking and stuff like that. It's absolutely amazing. But sometimes it just makes you take a step back and think about your life, and just, you know, where you are and what you're doing with yourself. And yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. I'm not really sure what else to say. Just check out the story, and if you guys have anything to contribute about what happened to her, or how you feel about the story, you know, leave me a video response or leave a text response. I would love to see what you guys have to say. And I guess that's about it for now, and I will see you guys soon. Have a good night.